Elections are the bedrock of any democracy. They are the means by which citizens elect their preferred candidate in our multi-party democracy. The party which receives more elected candidates in the National Assembly during elections forms a government. Elections are conducted in a structured manner for fairness and equity in electing candidates. This is provided through an electoral system or voting process which comprises of set of rules and regulations to manage the expression of choice exercised by voters in an election. Botswana uses first-past-the-post system, and the country has maintained the electoral system since its first elections in 1965.
I want to take part in the upcoming elections. I haven't actually. I understand that it means exercising my rights as a citizen to choose someone to be a representative for the country, its leadership. Most of my age mates haven't really exercised their right to vote. I think we tend to feel like we don't have time. It's time consuming. That's our perception. We just feel like it's time consuming. It's intended for the older people. But the more we derail ourselves from taking part in elections, the more we actually look for someone to blame when things don't go the way we expected.
It's a Karolo Mutukun 2014, 2019. I was able to take part into election. It was my first time in 2014. The last time I did it in 2019. But the mood was always good because you are not forced to do anything. That is what is important. How changes we can move to go and allow it at your own time. So, for more, I have perfect the market. But I do not want to be some how to push you over the Mangana, Kanama, and Foka. Ke kgona gore re laole ka ga re busiwang ka teng le bona ba busi re kgona go itse gore re busiwa ke bo mang jang re ba itlhophe re ne le chance ya gore re ba tlhophe mme kana gape a kere ka re mo lehatshe la democracy go raya gore majority ya batho ke bone ba leng ba bantsi ke bone ba ba tlebeng ba thusa in most cases gore ke bo mang ba ba re busang ke raya gore go tlhopha ke gone mo gore re thuse our leaders ba leng gore they are leaders for the next term.
Nkile ka tsa karolo e le tsatlanta ditlhophang ka re ke tsela nngwe ya go ipatala motho le ro ka go emela go buela mo tsa monyano mo se le gore ngwa se tlhoka kana sa tlhokagala ha o le teng ka re ne le la ntlha ke tlhopha tota nka re confidence ne seo at times because it's re nka ira eng ke dira eng but me ha ke gore a go like the post or take one thing ke le mo gore kana decision I me botlhokwa thata gore ke tlhophe eng ke batla mang gore a dire eng ka so kana go ke kana mo gore botlhokwa thata gore ke tlhophe because tantse ke tlhophe motho le gore a tshwang kemela ka moso o le rota mpuela mo ba le go ba gola le mo go ena.
Elections in Botswana are held after every 5 years. In this electoral system, the political party which wins more than half of the total number of members of the National Assembly in a general election is elected into power and forms a government. The Independent Electoral Commission, IEC, continuously promotes transparency in the electoral processes by accrediting media and election observers. It is worth noting that election observation forms an integral part of democracy. Its objective is to open up assessment of its performance and adherence to the universal principles of democracy, commitment of the Commission, and its stakeholders in the management of credible elections. In accordance with Section 5, Subsection 3 of the Electoral Act, the Commission shall establish polling stations outside Botswana at all Botswana embassies and consular missions, and at such other places as the Commission may consider necessary. Upon arrival in the country, votes are accounted for by embassies and consular heads in the presence of party representatives and media before they are dispersed to different constituencies. The IEC recognizes the crucial role played by the media and other stakeholders in enhancing a healthy and credible democracy. In this vein, the IEC has always involved the media in its activities to ensure that Botswana are well informed and are aware of the electoral phases as per the electoral cycle and events. At any given time, the electorate relies mostly on the media for updates.
Elections is a system in which people elect or select their own representatives. So it is important for a country to have elections because it promotes democracy as well as promoting the rule of law. It also ensures the legitimacy of government, since the people are exercising their right of choice to select the representatives that they wish. We have 4 types of elections. We have parliamentary elections. Parliamentary elections is whereby members of parliament are elected. Members of parliament are the ones who are in charge of a constituency. They are the legislators, the ones who make laws that run the country. The second type of election is local government elections. Local government elections is more at ward level. It is an election whereby people select councillors or members of the council that are going to oversee the developments in their respective wards. The parliamentary elections and local government elections in our country, we usually have them as general elections where the 2 of them are conducted at the same time, and they are conducted every 5 years. The third type of election is the by-election. By-elections are elections that are held to fill a vacancy that could have been created due to death, due to resignation of a member of parliament or a councillor, due to deployment or resignation from council. And the fourth is a referendum. A referendum is a type of election that is held if there are questions in the constitution that need to be referred to the public. A referendum is conducted as an election where people are asked questions on the particular aspect of the constitution, and a decision from that is taken. Voting itself is a constitutional right. So as a Botswana, they have the responsibility to exercise that constitutional right. Also by voting, they are strengthening the democracy.
In Botswana, citizens continue to enjoy the freedom to elect their preferred candidates by exercising their right to vote. This message is brought to you by the Independent Electoral Commission, IEC.